Good afternoon and welcome to the Coolidge Heights and the continuation of Utah Autism Foundation All-Day Classic. Today's third contest features the Box Elder Bees and the Corner Canyon Chargers. Corner Canyon is dedicated.
I'm glad I left 10 minutes earlier. I might have been in trouble. Welcome to Olympus High School for today's tip-off between Box Elder and Corner Canyon High School. Corner Canyon controls the tip, coming in with an 8-2 record. The Box Elder Bees out of Brigham City, Utah, come into this game with a 7-2 record, but 2 consecutive losses. Here's Braden Johnson. Nice spin move. Shot is good. So the Chargers strike first. Braden Johnson averaging 12.2 points a game on the season. We'll talk more about Box Elder here as we get going. As the shot's up and no good, rebounded by Braxton Kuhn. Kuhn looks up ahead to Trevor Miller, and Miller finishes. Chargers with a quick jump. Coming out quick here with a 4-0 lead. As we take a look at Box Elder here, number 20 was Darius McFarland. He's the bigger guy up top here with the ball. Players to watch for Box Elder today, number 14, Jerem Meekum. That's him shooting the ball right now. Shot good. Jerem Meekum averaging 17 points a game this year. The other player to watch is number 1, Max Watson. He's a sophomore averaging 14.7 points a game for Box Elder. Here's Braden Johnson, shot blocked by Kevin Harris. Harris, the 6'8" senior for Box Elder. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Good job by Zach Wilson staying squared there in transition, drawing the offensive foul. It'll be Charger basketball here. 6:30 to go, first quarter. Chargers lead 4-2. As I was mentioning earlier, Box Elder started out the season 7-0 and lost back-to-back games to both Olympus and Murray here at the Autism Classic. So looking to rebound after a 7-0 start and now 2 consecutive losses. Here's Miller for 3. Squared up nicely, shot no good. Here comes Darius McFarland in transition, looks up ahead, and that's a nice pass up ahead. Number 31, Kevin Harris finishing. Here come the Chargers the other way. Braxton Kuhn with a nice baseline drive, looking to pass it out. Gets it out to Wilson. 4-4 here, 4-4 score here in the first quarter. Interesting matchup having Darius McFarland guarding Braxton Kuhn as Braden Johnson steps out and hits the 3. Chargers back up 7-4 here, 5:23 to go first quarter. Just mentioning that Darius McFarland guarding Braxton Kuhn's an interesting matchup. McFarland, a pretty big guy. Here's Jerem Meekum going all the way the whole shot, no good. Doherty rebounds. Here come the Chargers in transition. Kuhn looks up ahead. Ball's kicked out of bounds. He was trying to get it into Braden Johnson. Good job by the Chargers pushing the ball in transition and getting the ball up the floor quickly. A couple of substitutions. That's Joseph Sever for Box Elder checking in, number 23. Tried to see who the other one was. I think it was Chase Oliva that checked in. Nice job by Zach Wilson following the miss there. Finishes it off. Chargers with a quick start here, up 9-4. Here comes Max Watson the other way. Shot blocked. Chargers pushing again in transition. Here comes Trevor Miller all the way to the rim. Looks like he got fouled, and he did. Chargers looking to really push the ball here early going. I think they called the foul on number 13, Carl Nilsson. That's going to be his first. Second team foul here on Box Elder in the first quarter. Trevor Miller is going to go to the line shooting 2. First shot good, hit the front of the rim, and he got the shooter's roll. Trevor Miller averaging 9 points a game coming in. For the Chargers in scoring, Braden Johnson averaging 12.2, Cam Doherty with 11, Braxton Kuhn 9.2, and Miller with 9. That gives you a pretty good four-headed punch right there. And then Zach Wilson averaging over 7 a game. Got 5 guys that can really score the basketball on this team. And then some other guys coming off the bench that can score too, and Tommy Grosskreitz and Kyle Gwilliam. 11-4 early going here, 4:25 to go first quarter. Again, keep your eye on Jerem Meekum, number 14, and there's Oliva with a long shot, no good. I actually played against Chase Oliva's dad back in 1989, so I know who he is. Doherty's shot blocked. Here comes the Bees in transition. Doherty stopping the dribble here. He's guarding Meekum, and he blocks his shot. Meekum tried to shoot it over the 6'7" Doherty, and Doherty was having none of it. Here's Wilson for 3, and it's good. Braxton Kuhn looking up ahead, hitting Zach Wilson on the wing, and Wilson turned and buried it. And it's a 10-point game here early going. 14-4, Chargers lead with 3:46 to go. We'll be back after the timeout. Welcome back to Olympus High School here at the Utah Autism Classic. Final day actually today, January 2nd. This is the Chargers' 4th game this week in 5 days. Of course, we had yesterday off for the New Year. Box Elder calling timeout now, trailing by 10, 14-4. We'll see what they do out of the timeout. Again, we talked about Jerem Meekum. He's a 6'4" senior for Box Elder, averaging 17 points a game. Also has hit 21 threes this year. As there's kind of a wild shot out of the timeout there. That was Darius McFarland. McFarland was the Bees' 2nd leading scorer last year. This year he's their 3rd leading scorer. And here come the Bees, again trailing by 10. Here's Chase Oliva with the ball. Oliva can also shoot the 3. He's got 12 threes on the season. He's number 3. Here's a little high post flash. A shot up and no good. That was Carl Nelson missing the shot, rebounded by Braxton Kuhn. Kuhn looking up ahead to Cam Doherty for a wide open shot. Chargers really looking to push, shot no good, but they're really looking to push in transition. And here come the Bees the other way. There's a high-low for McFarland, and looks like he's going to draw the foul. That's number 23, Joseph Sever. Sever, a 6'4" senior, averaging just over 4 points a game. He's going to get 2 free throws here at the line. Chargers coming in off of a victory over Highland, 59-48, in which Braden Johnson had 17, Braxton Kuhn 11, and Cam Doherty 10. The key for the Chargers in that game was they outscored Highland 16-6 in the second quarter, which ended up proving to be the difference, an 11-point win over Highland. Second shot good by Joseph Sever, so Chargers now leading 14-5, 2:42 to go here first quarter. Box Elder in a man-to-man defense. Here's Kuhn looking high-low into Braden Johnson. Johnson spins, nice move, and the lefty is good. Nice move, Braden Johnson, extending the lead now to 16-5 for the Chargers. Chargers looking good here in the first quarter. That's a turnover. Ball got knocked off of his foot there. I think that was Jerem Meekum was trying to make a spin move of his own, and the ball just went off his foot. So Cam Doherty's going to go to the bench, but Chargers have really just come out smoking here in the first quarter, something they have not done the last 3 days here. And that's Michael Scheffner, number 5, that checked in for him. Tommy Grosskreitz also checked in. Sorry, failed to mention that one as well. Trevor Miller tries to force one up there. No good. Rebounded by Braden Johnson. Again, Chargers with an 8-2 record. Nice pass by Kuhn underneath. And he hits Braden Johnson for another deuce underneath. It's now 18-5 Chargers. The interior defense for Box Elder really lacking right now as Chargers able to do whatever they want underneath there. Braden Johnson with 3 or 4 easy buckets here in the first quarter. Here's McFarland looking up high to number 13. That's Carl Nilsson. Meekum driving baseline. Can see Meekum looking to try to score every time he touches the ball. Chargers just in a man-to-man defense, but Box Elder having a hard time getting a good shot here. Here's McFarland driving baseline, kicks it out to Oliva. Oliva's shot up and no good. Again, Oliva's a pretty good shooter. He's now 0 for 2. Chargers come down with 50 seconds to go. Kuhn knifes in. Nice follow-up by Braden Johnson as he got the offensive rebound. Kuhn went down hard there. We'll see if he's okay. Looks like he's just fine, but Braden Johnson with an offensive rebound right there. He's going to get 2 free throws. First free throw, no good. One of the things that makes the Chargers so tough is we watch number 32, Kyle Gwilliam, check in. Gwilliam, of course, can be instant offense for the Chargers. One of the things that makes them so tough is they have 3 or 4 guys in double figures virtually every game. Their scoring balance is absolutely phenomenal. When you have 5 guys averaging between 7 and 12 points a game, it makes you very difficult to prepare for as Johnson knocks down that second free throw. Here's Oliva on the baseline. That's a nice pass there. That was Kevin Harris getting the catch and then kicking it out. As Oliva scores now, makes it 19-7. 25 seconds to go. Here's Grosskreitz. And again, the Box Elder defense non-existent in the paint as Grosskreitz goes to a nice, pretty left-handed jump hook. And it's now 21-7 with 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Oh, good defense there by Kyle Gwilliam. He's going to get whistled for a foul. Looked like he got all ball there. And they do call it on Kyle Gwilliam. That's his first foul. Second team foul on the Chargers, so we should be underneath or on the sideline. Looks like they're going to take it out on the sideline. Foul occurred just above the foul line. Here's a lob underneath. Double team. He kicks it back out. McFarland for 3. Shot no good. Box Elder cold from outside right now. Chargers going to get a chance to get a layup here at the buzzer, and he missed it. Kyle Gwilliam was up ahead. Looked like he had plenty of time. I think he felt a little bit rushed there. Missed the layup, but the Chargers with a great first quarter here. Corner Canyon 21, Box Elder 7 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back. Welcome back to Olympus High School here at the Autism Classic. Chargers lead 21-7 as we start the second quarter. McFarland for Box Elder will be inbounding here. Chargers averaging 62.1 points a game on the season, giving up just 52.3. They're 9.8 points per game differential, one of the best in 4A. One of the reasons why, if I think they win today, they will be in the top 3 rankings in the upcoming rankings in the Deseret News. Not that that means anything at this point. There's a foul underneath. One of the things that's really surprised me this year is the fact that they've not really gotten a lot of recognition. But in a lot of ways, that's a good thing. The Chargers have just been flying below the radar here throughout the preseason, building an 8-2 record. Their 2 losses coming to Westlake and Skyview, both quality 5A teams. Westlake is actually undefeated right now in 5A. And Skyview, a tough road game up north, where a game that actually they led by 10 points at one point and had a couple of shots down at the stretch at the end that could have won the game that didn't go in. Braden Johnson getting tripped up on top. Johnson with a nice shot fake. He was able to get Carl Nelson to bite. Nelson getting the foul there. That's the 5th team foul now on Box Elder. It's like I said, though, I really do believe if the Chargers win this and have a 9-2 record, I think they're going to be top 2 or 3 in 4A. Nice defense by Kyle William after the turnover. Here come the Chargers. Braden Johnson in transition. He pulls it back out and hits Scheffner. Scheffner, they're both trying to look into Grosskreitz. Grosskreitz with a nice little spin move into the paint, and it's good. Nice little jump shot there. 23-7 Chargers. Another basket in the paint. Box Elder just has no answer down there defensively. Here's a shot up top. Yeah, that's a pretty looking shot by Max Watson. One of the reasons he averages just under 15 points a game. And I believe that's Box Elder's first 3-pointer of the game. They've been pretty ice cold the first quarter. Watson, of course, with now that's his 13th 3, as we're going to see a foul called on Chargers. Called it on Tommy Grosskreitz. I didn't really see what he did. I guess they called an illegal screen there. Talked about Watson. His older brother Shad is the all-time leading scorer in Box Elder history. Shad scored 1,735 points in his career. That's unbelievable. Shot no good there. McFarland chased it down, got his own rebound and missed. Here's Watson as we're talking about him from the corner. Shot good. You can see Watson's got a nice stroke there. When he gets things going, he could be scary. But his brother with 234 threes in his career, that's just an unbelievable amount of threes. And, of course, Max Watson, just a sophomore. It'll be interesting to see how much he pushes his older brother's records as Cam Doherty misses the elbow jumper. Box Elder on a little bit of a run here, coming in transition, trailing by 11. Again, we'll see if Watson tries to assert himself here. He's hit 2 shots in a row. Was a 16-point game, now down to 11. And here's Watson actually looking to try to make something happen, passes it back out, traveling there. McFarland trying to go to the hole, took a 1-2-3 step and got whistled for it. Actually a 2-step before he dribbled. Braxton Kuhn's going to check back into the ball game. He's going to replace Michael Scheffner, who did not score. On the floor right now for the Chargers, you've got Braxton Kuhn, Cam Doherty, Zach Wilson, Kyle William, and Tommy Grosskreitz. As Wilson's guarded by Oliva out here, better be careful of the 5 count. He does. Can see Box Elder really coming out and pressuring the ball more, causing the Chargers a little bit of fit here up on top. There's a nice pass on a diagonal cut there by Kyle William. Missed the layup, got his own rebound, and then fumbled it away. Turnover on Kyle William after the rebound. Here come the Bees in transition. That's Watson again. Looks like Kuhn's going to be on Watson here. That'll be an interesting matchup to watch. Here's another 3 for Box Elder up top. It's no good. That was Jeremy Meekum. Braxton Kuhn wisely pulls it out, did not have numbers. Now he's going to shoot the three. Shot no good, rebounded by Grosskreutz. Looked like he got fouled there on the tip in, but no call. Here we go the other way. Here's another three by Watson. Shot no good. See a little bit of up and down tempo here. Chargers really struggling so far here in the second quarter. See Kuhn settling things down a little bit. We'll see what the Chargers do here. You can see Oliva really jumping the passing lanes right there as the Bees get whistled for a foul underneath. That's Joseph Sever, the 6'4 senior, getting whistled, trying to guard Grosskreutz in the low post. But really watch how Box Elder's now jumping out in the lanes. You'll see them as they come up there. They're really jumping out there trying to pick up the pressure more at about the 25-foot mark. It's really causing trouble for Corner Canyon trying to get settled in their offense. Especially Oliva. Keep an eye on him. He really jumps the passing lanes. He's number 3 guarding the ball here. That's an unlucky break right there for Box Elder. That was a loose ball, and Trevor Miller couldn't really get the handle on it. As I hear a Box Elder parent yell, "Call it both ways." Number 13, Carl Nilsson, whistled with the foul there. That's going to be the 7th team foul on the Box Elder Bees. Trevor Miller is going to go to the free throw line. Like I said, I think that's a lucky break for the Chargers. I don't think that was really too much of a foul right there. It was more of a loose ball. As Miller knocks down the free throw. That's the Chargers' first point in a couple of minutes. They now lead 24-12. And with the shooter's bounce, make it 25-12. 4:05 to go here in the first half. Chargers lead. You'll notice Box Elder, virtually everything's coming from the perimeter right now as they try to get it down low, but it's just inside out. Nice drive by McFarland. But it just makes it tough when you have no inside presence whatsoever. And then at the other end, you continually have the Chargers just getting to the rim. Say they're going to call a foul on the rebound there. They called it on Cam Doherty. I saw Trevor Miller looking around like I didn't do anything, and he didn't. It was Cam Doherty that they whistled the foul on. Here's McFarland again being guarded by Trevor Miller here. 3:30 to go, first half, 25-12 Chargers lead. As an air ball thrown up there by Jerem Meekum. Got to really stay tight on Meekum and Watson because they really look to chuck it up every time they catch the ball out there on the perimeter if they have even a foot of space. And with the exception of Max Watson's recent flurry of couple of hoops, they really just have had a hard time scoring at Box Elder as a team. Nice little slip play there over to Cam Doherty. Doherty misses it. Looked like it got knocked out of bounds by Box Elder, and it did. As Max Watson now checks back into the game, he took about a 30-second breather there. He's going to replace Jerem Meekum. If you're Meekum right now, you use this opportunity to reset yourself. As Miller scores, nice pass underneath there. Chargers extend that lead back to 15. If you're Meekum, you take this opportunity to go reset yourself. When you're a shooter and you're struggling, take the break as an opportunity to come in with a fresh start. As you can see, every time they come off a screen, Max Watson hits another three. Watson really trying to keep him in it right now. He's scored 8 straight points for the Bees. Chargers still leading by 12, 27-15. Nice drive by Braxton Kuhn. Kuhn answers the three with a layup of his own. It's now 29-15 Chargers, 2:27 to go in the half. Again, we'll see if Box Elder continues to attack from the perimeter. There you can see Watson trying to run off the screen nice and tightly. Oh, nice slip play. That was Joseph Sever slipping the screen and diving down, and Zach Wilson was really doing a great job guarding Watson, and all the attention was on Watson as Sever just slipped to the hole for an easy layup. Foul was called there on Chase Oliva. Oliva's been really aggressive here in the first half coming off the bench. This will be a 2-shot foul, Braxton Kuhn. normally a very reliable free throw shooter, knocks down the first one. So we'll see how Meekum responds after the short rest. As I mentioned, it's a good time to reset yourself as you're a shooter. One of the things I always believe in is if you're struggling, try to get yourself to the free throw line by taking it to the rim. Right now, I haven't seen Box Elder doing a lot of that, but we'll see how Meekum responds after that short substitution. That's Meekum with the ball right there, almost traveled. And nice pass underneath to Tracer Wilson. Wilson, the 6'7" junior. One of the things the Charger post can't afford to do is fall asleep. I realize that you've got shooters coming off screens and everything, but you can't fall asleep down on the post. Free throw no good. Here comes Grosskreutz. He's going to replace Cam Doherty. Doherty just picked up his second foul on that last play. Second free throw good by Wilson. It's 31-18. Chargers lead, 1:47 to go here in the first half. Again, we'll see if the Chargers look to attack and get the ball down low into their bigs. Although right now, that's Johnson shot faking and driving. Nice little jump hook, short-armed it. Rebounded by Box Elder. Again, you got to stay tight on Shad Watson here. Or excuse me, Max. Shad's his brother. There's Meekum trying to get to the rim. Ball got knocked out by the Chargers. I actually like that Meekum's trying to be aggressive down there and try to get to the free throw line. A lot of times a free throw or two can get you going with the shooter's touch. Here's Meekum with the ball up top. He's going to pull it out and reset. Keep an eye on number 1, Max Watson, who's been running off screens. And here's a skip pass. That's Watson with the ball right now. You can see they're really looking to aggressively try to score Watson and Meekum every time they get the ball. Nice drive by Trevor Miller, and it's good. He kind of knifed through the defender there. And nice finish by Trevor Miller. Chargers now lead 33-18. Biggest lead has been 16. Right now leading by 15 with 35 seconds to go here in the first half. And there's a turnover by Box Elder trying to get it inside. Nice pickoff there by Braden Johnson. Chargers need to take a look at the clock and possibly play for one shot here. And Braxton Kuhn wisely backs it out with 20 seconds to go. Chargers are going to play for one. They ran a nice backdoor play out of a timeout yesterday that I really liked. Here we got 10 seconds to go. Chargers are going to need to, you can see again, Box Elder overplaying. That should have been a foul. Trevor Miller runs it down, 3 seconds to go. He's going to have to get it up here. Oh, nice job by Trevor Miller to count the bucket. That should count, and it does. Great job by Trevor Miller with the court presence to know how much time he had. I thought he was going to try to pull it at about 20 feet, and he realized he had more time than that, went all the way to the rim and got the lucky bounce there. But great job by Trevor Miller. Halftime score, Corner Canyon with their biggest lead now, leading by 17. Corner Canyon 35, Box Elder 18. We'll be back after halftime. Welcome back to Olympus High School for the second half here between Corner Canyon and Box Elder. First half was all Corner Canyon as they lead by 17. We'll recap the scoring real quickly here. For Box Elder, Max Watson had 8. In fact, he had 8 points in a row. Chargers trying to run their trap play right there. Nice rebound there by Trevor Miller, but too much body English on the board there. It's going to be a jump ball. So again, Max Watson had those 8 points in a row. That's all the 8 he had the whole first half. Joseph Sever had 3. Jaron Meekum held to only 2 points. Is averaging 17 points a game, only 2 points in the first half. Kevin Harris also had 2. Chase Oliva 2, and Tracer Wilson with 1. At halftime, I actually went down and said hello to Chase Oliva's dad, who I played against up at Box Elder. I played for Logan High, and we shared a couple of fun stories there at halftime, so it was good to see him. Good job by Trevor Miller drawing the contact there, and he's going to get 2 free throws. We'll recap the Chargers scoring real quick. Trevor Miller led the Chargers with 12. Braden Johnson had 10 first quarter points and did not score in the second, so he has 10. That's now Miller's 13th point. And then Zach Wilson had 5, Braxton Kuhn 4, and Tommy Grosskreutz 4. Surprisingly, Cam Doherty scoreless here in the first half. We'll see if he comes out firing here in the second half. Doherty averaging 11 points a game. Chargers lead by 19. It's their biggest lead. There's McFarland for 3, no good. Nice offensive board out to Watson, and his shot no good. Here come the Chargers in transition. Again, first half they were pushing the ball in transition every opportunity that they got. The other thing that was really strong for the Chargers is they would pound the ball in low to their posts. And Doherty, no shot, no good. I was about to say he's in the books. 6:35 to go. Box Elder did hit the 2 free throws, or excuse me, Corner Canyon did hit 2 free throws by Trevor Miller here in the second half, but no field goals yet for either team. Be interested to see how they try to get Jaron Meekum going here in the second half. 17 points a game, only 2 points here. That's going to really hurt them. And here's Trev Miller driving baseline. He draws the foul. Good job by Trevor Miller to kind of wait, get the defender off his feet, and then kind of go into him. And he's going to get 2 more free throws. Miller already with 14 points today. Miller averaging 9 points a game. Again, we talked earlier about how the Chargers balance scoring as he missed the first free throw. Their scoring balance is really remarkable. And here comes Sever and Oliva back into the game. Oliva really overplayed defensively in the passing lanes. He's really quick. And Miller's second free throw is good, so Miller now with 15 points. Miller 7 for 8 from the free throw line today as well. Was talking to the Box Elder scorekeeper about Max Watson as the Bees turn it over yet again. But we were over there talking about Shad Watson. I guess Shad is on a mission right now. Shad, of course, the older brother of Max Watson. And he said he went to BYU Hawaii, and then he's now going to go back to BYU Hawaii for 1 year, and then BYU Hawaii's program is going to close down. Here's the Chargers. So we're playing a little bit of ping pong, turnover. Box Elder threw a wild pass there off the rebound, turned it over, and then the Chargers gave it right back. A little bit sloppy here early going third quarter. 38-18, Chargers lead. Good defense by the Chargers, really pushing the Box Elder out. Again, everything that they're doing, even when they get the ball inside, they're just looking to get it back outside. As Miller finishes at the other end, thought he got fouled too. Miller now really with a great game so far. He's putting together a nice little scoring performance here. He's got 17 points. Here's a long 3, up and good. Jaron Meekum with his first 3 of the game. was trying to figure out what was going on there. It looks like off of the made three, Box Elder called a timeout, and the referee was a little slow on the whistle. We'll stay here on the 32nd timeout. Chargers leading 40-21. Trevor Miller with 15 points here to lead the Chargers. And Jerem Meekum with his first field goal of the second half now has 5 points. Still 12 below his season average, but he can score in bunches, both he and Max Watson. We saw a little taste of that when Watson hit 8 consecutive points in the first, or I believe that was the second quarter. The two of them combining for 33 threes coming in. They each have a 3 apiece here, so 35 threes between them. We'll see what the Chargers do out of the timeout. Again, keep an eye on number 3, Chase Oliva. Really been up and pressuring the ball and overplaying the passing lanes for Box Elder. Just under 5 minutes to go. Nice crossover by Braxton Kuhn. Kicks it to Zach Wilson, and Wilson no good. Had a good look at a 3 there, rebounded by Box Elder. And that looks like a charge, and it is. It's a combination of Darius McFarland being a very, very big boy and any contact just barreling over the defender, but he did go right through him. Good call by the official. 40-21, Chargers lead, 4:37 to go here, third quarter. Here's Zach Wilson, and looked like he had the ball knocked out of his hands, but the official said he knocked it out, and it's going to be Box Elder basketball. Looked like they were trying to set a screen up high for Wilson. Yesterday they were doing a lot of those high screens and then slip into the basket. It almost looked like Wilson was looking for the slip that never came. And that's going to be overturned and will be. To say the turnover that almost occurred there, Trevor Miller, I think it hit his hand right before it went out of bounds, so they're going to keep the ball here with Box Elder. Here's a 3 by Meekum again. Shot no good. Good rebound there by Cam Doherty. Here come the Chargers pushing in transition. Zach Wilson driving baseline and turns it over to McFarland. Chargers with way too many turnovers here in the third quarter. Heard a fan yell, "Move it, let's go." The Bees fans getting impatient here, of course, knowing that they're trailing by 19 points. And here's Meekum for 3. It's way off. Could see the minute it left his hand, it was going to be off. Meekum really struggling here today. He's normally a pretty automatic shooter. Could be tired from his 4th game this week, especially coming off the Christmas break where there was 5 days of no practice or no games at all. Here's Braden Johnson down the lane. Shot good. Nice move by Braden Johnson with a soft touch. Chargers lead 42-21. We have 3:03 to go here in the third quarter. It's one of those things where you kind of hold your breath a little bit because you know Box Elder does have some firepower. They just are misfiring right now. Partly because the Chargers are playing good D, but we'll see here if Meekum, he's had 3 or 4 just wide open looks like that one, and he just can't seem to get one to go down. And there's Trev Miller turning it over. He didn't see the double team coming behind Braden Johnson. Tried to get it in there to him, and it was picked off there by Jerem Meekum. Here come the Bees the other way. And they're going to call a foul there. Mentioned earlier, just too many turnovers here in the third quarter, and there was another one by the Chargers. Mike Scheffner and Tommy Grosskreutz are going to check into the game here, and they're going to replace Braxton Kuhn and Cam Doherty. Now, the ball should be out of bounds. I looked down and saw Carl Nilsson at the free throw line, but he was actually getting ready for their inbounds play, which he's still at the elbow. Oh, nice little slip play, and shot is good. I liked it. They screened across and then used the guy to slip back down the middle. I think that was Kevin Harris. I'm trying to see. I think it was Kevin Harris that finished that off. Chargers in trouble again. They're going to call timeout. 2:02 to go here in the third quarter. Chargers call timeout. We'll be back. Welcome back to Olympus High School as the Chargers break the timeout here, leading by 19. Chargers need to really take care of the ball. I was just kind of reflecting on the third quarter during the break there, and the vast majority of their turnovers today have just been careless turnovers, not necessarily a result of any sort of pressure. Here's a little diagonal back screen play the Chargers called out of the timeout, but it's another turnover. Again, I don't have an official count, but there has just been a ton of turnovers here in the third quarter for the Chargers. Max Watson going to get to the free throw line. Watson scored us here in the third quarter, had 8 in the first half, all coming pretty much sequentially in the second quarter. Again, missing the free throw. You can see the two shooters, Watson and Meekum, are just really struggling to get any sort of a flow going, as Kyle William checks in, replacing Trevor Miller. Miller's going to leave with 17 points. He's leading the Chargers today in scoring. And I say leave, meaning he'll be back, but he's going to the bench here probably for the rest of the third quarter. And here come the Chargers the other way with ball knocked out of bounds. Chargers will have it underneath. 42-24 here. Chargers lead, 1:41 to go in the third. See if they can execute and get a good shot here. There's Zach Wilson. Shot no good. Nice rebound by Grosskreitz. And it's knocked out of bounds, but an offensive rebound there for Grosskreitz, keeping it alive for the Chargers. Great job. Wilson looks over to see what play to call, as Boxell, they're going to have a couple of subs coming in here. Number 33, Tracer Wilson, checks in. Also, number 2, Cade Huff. Huff, the 6'1" senior, hasn't seen much action so far. Nice little move by Braden Johnson. He finishes, went right around the defender on the baseline, and a nice soft finish there. 44-24 now, Chargers lead. Here's Oliva out top. Nice little screen right there. Let's see what they call. That was Carl Nilsson coming off, missing the shot there, but I think there was a foul called on the screen. Looks like they called it on Zach Wilson. I was waiting there for the PA announcer to help me out. Zach Wilson with his second personal foul here, third team foul on the Chargers. Nice job there by Mike Scheffner. Almost getting a steal there. Here comes Oliva. 1:07 to go here, third quarter. It's been all Chargers today. See Boxell, they're just running a basic motion offense. As Watson up top, shot is no good, coming off the screen there. Here come the Chargers the other way. Here's Zach Wilson down the middle. Knifes it over to Kyle William. William mishandles it. It's another turnover by the Chargers. Here comes Watson the other way. Forces a shot up there and misses it. Offensive rebound control there. That's a good job by Tracer Wilson. 25 seconds to go. We'll see if Box Elder plays for one. They don't look like they're going to. They're back in that motion offense. And here's Watson getting fouled. Actually, they called it before and away from the ball. Foul called on Kyle Gwilliam away from the ball, so it should be out of bounds. Gwilliam's first personal, fourth team foul here on the Chargers in the third quarter. Good job by the Chargers defending the middle there. Last time they gave up a layup. Here's a three from Huff in the corner, no good. Another offensive rebound. And here's Oliva getting swatted. And now another three, no good by Meekum, and then a follow good. At the buzzer. Nice job by Box Elder with 3 or 4 offensive rebounds there, keeping it alive. At the end of 3, Corner Canyon 44, Box Elder 26. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. And welcome back for the fourth quarter here at the Autism Classic. Chargers lead 44-26 as they inbound to start the fourth here. Chargers maintaining a pretty much 18 to 22 point lead throughout the entire second half so far. Box Elder still in man-to-man defense. Can see Oliva up guarding the ball, very aggressive defender. Here's a three by Kyle Gwilliam, it's good. Nice job by Kyle Gwilliam with his first points of the game. Chargers lead 47-26. And there's a foul by Zach Wilson. Nice little slip play there to Tracer Wilson. I don't think that was Zach Wilson's guy. Tracer Wilson stands at 6'7", and Zach Wilson nowhere near that. Could have been just a defensive miscommunication there or possibly a switch. Tracer Wilson's free throw no good. He's now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Cam Doherty's going to check back in, and Braxton Kuhn, they're going to replace Braden Johnson and Zach Wilson. And nice rebound there by Grosskreitz as Tracer Wilson misses both free throws. Again, Trevor Miller with 17 points. Still on the bench here for the Chargers. There's a foul out top by Chase Oliva. That's going to be Oliva's fourth team foul here on Box Elder. So nowhere near the bonus yet. It's been a pretty nice flow to the game, with the exception of all the many turnovers, which there's another one. And what I was going to say is, I mean, the officials are kind of letting it play a little bit. We haven't gone to the free throw line too many times. Chargers have had a pretty good rhythm offensively. If they could just limit the turnovers a little bit, could possibly be up by 25 to 30 here instead of 21. Certainly not complaining, as I'm very pleased with the way they're playing today, up 47-26. But I think Coach Cannon would agree that they've been a little careless with the ball today. Here's Box Elder. That's Huff driving baseline, and I thought it was a double dribble, or yeah, they agreed with me. It was kind of weird. He was dribbling with his right hand and then suddenly it was with his left hand, and I think he kind of simultaneously made that switch. And that's a no-no. 6:47 to go in the game, 47-26. Chargers lead. You can see Oliva out aggressively guarding out on the ball. Look how quick he is on defense. Doherty scoreless here. We'll see if he can get in the books. Nice pass and shot by Grosskreutz. Shot no good. Rebounded by the little guy, Oliva, and then he turns it over. Kyle Gwynn with a little fadeaway shot, no good. And Grosskreutz trying to run it down was unsuccessful. It should be Box Elder ball, and it is. And here comes a whole bunch of subs for Box Elder. 3 of the starters, Darius McFarland, Max Watson, and Meekum just checked in. And actually, so did Kevin Harris. Box Elder well below their scoring average this year. Chargers have done that to a lot of teams this year. This year, the Chargers did hold pace into 33 points. That's the lowest point total they've held an opponent to. I will be shocked if they keep Box Elder below that point total here today, because Box Elder just has too much firepower. Although they're only sitting at 26 right now, and there's another turnover. See the Box Elder coach, Jace McKee, very frustrated. Calls timeout. They're going to take a full timeout, so we'll be back. Chargers 47, the Bees 26. 6:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. And welcome back as the Chargers have broken the huddle here out of the timeout. Coach Jace McKee of Box Elder in his 4th year. I was watching him there on that last turnover. He was visibly frustrated. And after the timeout, I don't blame him for being frustrated, not only from that turnover, but just the way the Bees have played today. They've been a little bit flat, and they haven't been able to get their 2 best scorers in any sort of a rhythm. And, credit the Charger defense, because they do this to a lot of teams. They do a good job defending the other team's best players. And Trevor Miller did check back in. That's him with the ball. Kicks it up to Doherty for 3. And Doherty's in the books with a 3-pointer. Nice pass by Trevor Miller. Cam Doherty with the 3, and the bench celebrating. Chargers now leading 50-26. It's one of the very, very few shots in the paint we've seen out of Box Elder. Doherty picking up the foul. The board says he has 3, but it's actually 4 because that was from his last foul. Hopefully they'll leave him in. I think with 5:31 to go and a 24-point lead. See how he plays with 4 fouls, and I don't see any movement on the bench other than a couple of guys practicing what they're going to do on the next 3-pointer by Doherty. And shot no good, rebounded by Braden Johnson. Chargers taking a little bit more time bringing it up. No need to hurry up, 23. Nice pass by Johnson into Doherty. Diagonal pass out to Scheffner. Shot no good, and that should stay here, and it does. Great job by Trevor Miller hustling on the offensive rebound. Ran all the way from the other side to try to get that rebound. As Grosskreutz is going to check in for Mike Scheffner. Chargers, this will be their final tune-up in the preseason before they take on Alta next Friday. That game will be at Alta High School. Here's Braden Johnson with a nice little spin move. He lost it going up. Shot no good, looking up ahead. Here comes Box Elder, and that's a wild shot at the other end. Carl Nelson couldn't get control of it. Here come the Chargers the other way. Little skip or diagonal pass there by Trevor Miller, and then knocked out of bounds as Kuhn was trying to feed it into Grosskreutz. As we mentioned, this will be their final preseason game, and barring a miracle, they should wrap up the preseason at 9-2, and I will predict they jump into the 4A rankings as the number 2 or number 3 ranked team in all of 4A. They're not even ranked right now, and they have not been ranked all season. But 4A is a little bit of a mess. If you look at the standings, there's been a lot of teams losing games. And I will be shocked if they are not at least number 3, and I think they'll be the number 2 ranked team in 4A as we go into region play next week. There's Trevor Miller being fouled on the 3. I couldn't tell how much of that was legitimate contact versus a little bit of Trevor Miller acting school. He went down hard, and there was a nice giant thud.
His fifth personal foul.
I do know that his cousins were very good at drawing fouls on 3s, having coached against them at Brighton. But he definitely got fouled there. I'm just kidding as you guys are watching this. Miller leading the Chargers today with 17 points with a chance to increase that up to 20 if he can hit some free throws. Gets the roll on that one. The Autism Classic been good to the Chargers. They were very, very, very sluggish against Judge Memorial, and were fortunate really to come out of there with a win the way they played. And then really the last 3 days, Tooele, Highland, and now against Box Elder, they've kind of sharpened the saw, so to speak, as they head into region play. That game at Alta next Friday will be an absolute dogfight. After being at the Alta football game and seeing how crazy they were ready to play Corner Canyon, Chargers are going to need to be ready to play. Chargers now in that 3-2 zone, and they give up an easy shot in the paint to Kevin Harris there. 53-29, Chargers lead, 4:33 to go here in the ball game. We're probably about a minute away from clearing the bench. But right now, 4 of the 5 starters for the Chargers are on the floor. Grosskreutz in there instead of Wilson right now as the 5th starter. And there's a travel. It looked like he took a little bit of a hop as he was going to make his move. And I will bet that we'll see substitutions coming probably about the 3.5 minute mark, maybe the 3 minute mark here for the Chargers. Chargers in that zone again. This time, actually, they look like they're still in that 1-3-1. Nice little lob pass underneath. And nice job fighting for it by Braxton Kuhn. He's going to come out of it. Kuhn going in there with the tall timber and being scrappy, coming away with the ball. And there's another post-entry pass knocked out of bounds. Looks like Kyle William is going to check in. See who he goes for. He's going to go for Trevor Miller. Miller had a great game today, leading the Chargers. Like seeing that going into region play. Great game today by Trevor Miller. .340 to go here in the game. Chargers still leading by 24. And this will be about the time we'll start seeing subs coming in. Kyle William for a long 3, shot no good. Nice rebound there by Grosskreutz. Oh, good hustle by Grosskreutz, too. It's going to be a jump ball, but it'll go to Box Elder. Grosskreutz went to his little left jump hook, and it was blocked. And the ball went loose, and he did a good job of hustling and diving for the ball. And now we're going to have Mikey Petty and Hayden Borg checking in. Borg, of course, scoring 8 points in that game against Tooele the other day. Chargers still in that 3-2 zone with Doherty up top. They like to have their 6-7 guys up top. Gives them a lot of length up there in the middle of the zone. And also makes ball reversals more of a challenge. And really, it just takes away that high post. There's a foul. We're going to be at the free throw line here. So number 33, Tracer Wilson, who just barely missed 2 free throws, is going to go back to the free throw line shooting 1-on-1. That Alton game Friday will be a big one because it'll be the region opener for both teams. as Tracer misses yet another free throw. He's 1 for 5 on the day. But Timpview picked to win the region, and Alta was actually picked second and Corner Canyon third by the Deseret News. Nice little lefty hook there. Got partially blocked there by Mikey Petty. Well, Mikey Petty's the one who shot it. Here's William for three. Shot no good, and tipped in by Doherty. So Cam Doherty with 5 points here in the fourth quarter after going scoreless for 3 quarters. My guess is his minutes are numbered on the floor right now as we're down to 2:30 to go in the game. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see Doherty leave the game. In fact, here comes 3 subs at the table, so he's definitely done on the next dead ball. Here's a long 3 by Box Elder, shot no good, rebounded by Doherty. And ball knocked out of bounds. That'll be the end of it for Cam Doherty and a couple of others. We'll see who else goes to the bench. Kyle Gwilliam is done, Tommy Grosskreitz is done, and Cam Doherty are done. The 3 seniors heading to the bench. Great job by the Chargers seniors and starters today. 55-29 with 2:02 to go. And this is a quality win. I mean, Box Elder coming in with a 7-2 record. Of course, they're going to have to figure out how to rebound in going into region with 3 straight losses after a 7-0 start. Box Elder also plays in Highlands region. That's who the Chargers beat yesterday as Petty misses the shot. 1:45 to go. Chargers holding the Bees to 29 points right now. The season low defending or holding teams to a defensive low would be Payson at 33. They have a chance to beat that here today against a much, much better offensive team in the Box Elder Bees. Although touch fouls are not going to help their cause. Looks like Caden Wright is set to check in over there. And we're going to be at the free throw line again. Looks like Blake Emery and Caden Wright have checked in. Free throw good, so Box Elder now at the 30-point mark. My guess is nobody in the entire gym except for me has a clue that 33 is the season low. So I doubt they're really pushing too hard for it. 55-31. And there's a foul at the other end. John Mitchell going to get 2 free throws here. First free throw by Mitchell is short, no good. 1:15 to go here in the ball game. And he missed both. John Mitchell missing both free throws. Here come the Bees the other way. Here's a long 2. Shot is good, so there's the 33 mark. And we've still got 1:05 to go, 55-33. If you would have told me coming into today that the Box Elder Bees were going to have 33 points with a minute to go in the game, I would have told you were nuts. Their 2 leading scorers are combining alone for 32 points a game, so credit the Charger D and a little bit of an off night by Meekum and Watson. And there's a nice drive by Blake Emery using the left hand. Nice job, Emery. And here come the Bees with 30 seconds to go, and there's a foul. As we mentioned, we'll be back Friday night from Alta High School as the Chargers will take on the Alta Hawks. And free throw no good, so they've still got a chance here to keep it at 33, tying the season low when they beat Payson 51-33 earlier this year, back in early December in the Charger Invitational. And there goes that. That's 34. 57-34. Chargers probably will not take a shot here. My guess is they'll run the clock out. as they spread the floor a little bit here. It's a great win for the Chargers, though. 23-point win over a quality Box Elder team, a team that came into this tournament undefeated, and a team that's going to leave this tournament with 3 straight losses. Mitchell jacking up a shot and hitting it. I'm guessing that that's not something that the coaches wanted to see, but Mitchell wanting to get in the book since he missed 2 free throws earlier. Final score here, Chargers 59, the Bees 34. We'll be back on Friday night for region play at Alta High School. Once again, here from Olympus at the Autism Classic. Final score, Corner Canyon 59, Box Elder 34. We'll see you next week.